Hi guys, so today we're going to look at building a workflow with the aim of converting your one-off donors into recurring donors. So I'll be referring to it as a keep warm workflow, and essentially we're keeping your hottest leads, which are your one-time donors, warm with the intention of trying to get them to be recurring donors, whether that be once a year, once every 6 months, or anything like that. So I'll call this our keep warm one-off to recurring donor workflow. I'm just going to use contact base today, and we'll start with a blank workflow. So the enrollment trigger we are going to set up to trigger once they are a one-off donor. So once they've made that one-off donation. So we're going to look for donation type, which might be in deal properties. Donation type is any of one-off donation. So that's a bespoke property that we've made previously. And we're going to save that as the trigger. So anyone who's a one-off donor will then be triggered into this workflow. From there, I'm going to set a delay for 14 days, so for 2 weeks. Assuming your workflow with the aim of creating them a one-off donor already has a thank you email, we'll leave that there. Otherwise, you could add a thank you email off the back of this, but we won't for this instance. So we're going to delay for 2 weeks just so we're not spamming them with comms straight away once they've donated, give them some time to digest what's happened. From there, we're going to send an email. So this can be your first email for keeping them warm, which can be whatever you choose it to be. For this one, I'm going to choose a blog email. So promoting the blogs that you've written to try and draw them to your website, take interest in the blog, maybe subscribe. From there, we are then going to create an if and then branch. So we're going to be checking whether they've opened the email. So we'll find marketing emails, search the email that I just entered, and we're going to be looking for if they've opened the email and call this opened email. I'll apply that filter, and then we're going to add another branch for didn't open the email. So we'll find marketing emails, the same email again, and email received but didn't open it. So we're going to apply that filter, and I'll name it didn't open email. And we'll save that. So then it will split off into 2 branches, as you can see here. Well, 3 for one for none met, sorry. And let's say they've opened the email, we may as well subscribe them to the marketing email because they've taken interest. So if you search subscribe, it will come up, you can manage their email subscription. And I'm going to opt them in to our marketing email. I'm going to set there a prospect, and here I'm just going to type prospect. So from then, I'm going to add another delay. For the people that didn't open the emails, the guys that aren't engaging, I'm probably going to add a slightly longer delay just so they're not spamming them with comms that they don't want to see. So I'm going to set a 2-month delay there. And here I'm just going to set a 1-month delay. And I'll save that. So off the back of that, I'm then going to send another email, so another form of communication. In this instance, I'm going to send an email. There's different ways you can support our charity. So that might be, any way you can support other than financial support. So that could be volunteering, or maybe donating any products, or physical things other than money itself. Okay, and here I'm just going to add a go to action branch, so we don't have 2 branches doing the same thing. I'll send that over here. Okay, cool. And now we're going to create another if then branch, looking at if they've clicked a CTA from within this. So marketing emails, find the one we've just sent, and I'm looking for contact clicked a link in an email. We'll leave it as any link for now. Apply that filter, and we'll also add just if they open the email. contact opened email. There we go. And now I'm going to add a separate branch for if they didn't open the email. So if they're not interacting with it in any way. Received email, we didn't open it. There we go. And I'll just name them interacted with email, if I can spell email. And I'll name this one didn't interact. And save that. Okay, I'll leave a delay for now. So then we're left with 3 branches. Interacted with email, didn't interact, and none met. So right here, so if they've interacted with the email, they're interested in ways they can support your charity, but maybe not through finance or monetary. We're going to look at how they can interact with the email. So we're going to create a task. If I search task, we're going to follow up with that contact. So they've interacted with the email, they're clearly interested in supporting your charity, maybe not through financial ways. So we want to get in contact with them. So I'm going to create a task, which is going to be called follow up, and I'll enter the contact's name using this personalization token. So I'll enter first name and last name. Follow up with volunteer opportunities. So we'll get them to do that immediately. I'll leave the notes for now. I'll have it as a type to do. Priority high, because they're clearly interested. We may as well act now. I'm going to assign to a specific user, which I will assign to myself in this instance. Okay, cool. So this is as far as I'm going to leave the workflow for today. Essentially, you can carry on with these comms, sending emails of any type up until they've reached a certain goal. So to round this off, I'm going to set that certain goal, and that goal in this instance is for them to become a recurring donor. So if we find that donation type property we made, set that as recurring donation, and then essentially at any point throughout this workflow, once they become a recurring donor, they'll be exited out of this workflow, and then you can create another workflow for keeping your recurring donors warm and not letting them fall off. You can go on with as many comms as this as you like. I've only done it for a matter of months, but I'd recommend doing this for up to a year and then maybe enroll them in a different workflow. So that is it for today. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.